Welcome to City Skylines and the city of Portmont. And the original plan for this video was to work on this road infrastructure here in preparation for building a new industrial city over here. But I've got a little bit of a problem. If you look in the top left, I've got a tsunami coming in. Now I do have tsunami warning buoys out here, but they never give you much warning. You can see it's literally just passing there. It's just flooding over my foul water outputs here. That's going to affect the city, but there's not much I can do about it. Now, this wave is going to hit this area really full force. I'm just going to once we get it underway. Now, if any of you guys are not familiar with disasters in City Skylines, there is a button up here that says activate all shelters in evacuation mode. Trouble with that is it will evacuate the whole city, and that's not particularly very good. So what I'm going to do is, and this is one of the pains of the game, is that what you've got to do is activate these manually. Now you don't want to activate them too early. I mean, to be honest, I'm not expecting many citizens to get to them. And one of the problems also is that if you say, if I want suddenly say, well, I want to put another one down here, what you will see is quite often these don't have much food in, which means, and they need food and water to actually be effective. And part of the problem is actually finding them. Have I got them all now? They're all evacuating. Yeah, I think that's about it. And what you will see is that because everyone's evacuated, you also see that the crime rate will come up. Now I'm hoping that I'm not going to take too much damage with this. Now, tsunamis are probably one of the most devastating disasters you can get in this game. The only one that's slightly worse is the tornado. The advantage with the tornado is that as long as it doesn't put down in your main city, then you don't actually suffer a problem. Now, what's going to happen is, and of course one advantage with tsunamis is the fact that they don't actually destroy the roads. They destroy buildings, but the way buildings are destroyed can be a little bit arbitrary. So it looks like we've lost the ferry terminal here. It does tend to focus very much on your permanent infrastructure over the buildings. Now, one thing to remember is that the shelters do seem to have some impact on the destruction of buildings. If you get people in shelters, you don't seem to take as much damage as you would if you had no shelters at all. Right, the water's now heating away here, and you can see we need to release these citizens. In fact, I think what we'll do is, the worst of the water's going over, so I think we're just gonna release all citizens. And you can see the damage that's been wrought across the city. One thing I did off camera is I put this in the Oriental Peril Tower to try and pick up the tourism here. Luckily, my disaster response teams are already on the case, and we can start rebuilding this manually. Yeah, it's got down the skate park of all things. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Lost the ferry terminal here. The water seems to be receded. Now the water's going to slosh around for quite a while before it settles down. It's even got as far as here. Almost not. Is it still? Yeah, it's still moving in here. So we're still going to get a bit of flooding over here. My pumping station wasn't affected by it, so right, we've got a tropical garden that collapsed there. That's going to have to be repaired. Now you can see the symbols here mean that this will ready for rebuilding. You can see when you've got pressure, these will rebuild automatically. You can see the metro system is damaged. This is one thing that you do need to pay attention to, because the only indication you will get for the moment is this, to show you that the line is broken. For some reason, I suppose this is the water washing off this side. So it looks like it's pushing into here. Wow. Wow, that's gone a long way inland. That's taken out this metro as well. See all the trucks. This is one thing I like about disasters. You see all the trucks floating about. Okay. Yeah, this is not exactly what I had planned. Is what actually happened was I started the game, which I always do, because there's one thing about City Skylines. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that whenever you load a game, it can take a little while for things to settle down. So what I normally do when I'm preparing for a video is I load the game and then let it run for a little while. Let's just check. That one's damaged, that one's damaged, that one's damaged. Looks like they've all been damaged. Great. So the metro's out of them. Yeah, so I let the game run and settle down, and during that process I also kind of look around the city to see if there's any potential problems, or or just to refresh my memory in preparation for starting the video. This one's obviously abandoned. Sometimes some buildings just don't get it, so you can help the process by just knocking them down. Yeah, just knock that down as well. We haven't quite got to that. So we've got what we got here: beach volleyball court. Put that. And this is another reason why you always have 2 disaster response centers in 2 different parts of the city, especially with respect to tornadoes. Right, looks like we've got a problem with, but that's the first of our metro stations to be repaired. I'm seeing a bit of a death wave here. Maybe we need to get that up there. Oh, we don't have anything over here. Okay, let's just get in.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Yeah, stop telling me, woman. Yeah, I didn't realise I... oops, the helicopter got in the way. Right, just keep looking. Right, we got... this can be rebuilt. I'm mainly interested in the metro system. Let's have a look. That one's not yet. These have not yet been repaired. A little bit of a death wave over here. I got... right, we don't actually have a little bit of oversight on my part here. I'm just trying to think of where can I put this. Right. Got this one's... of course the lines won't connect up till all the metro stations have been repaired. We'll just keep looking over the top. Right, this one's ready to go. So is this one. Right. That one's working. Okay, looks like the metro system is back and up and running. Ferry port pier is... so I think that is about it. Oops, no, we got... I thought these hadn't been destroyed. In my... and I think what I'm going to do is take advantage of this situation, and what we're going to do is just push this out a little bit this way, because I think the tourist area is probably a little bit too big. And I think what we're going to do is trim this area back a little bit as well, like that, and we'll just make this into conventional commercial. Then we've got the entertainment section there. Then we've got a much smaller, actually maybe that's a bit too small. We'll just push this out like that to this area, and that will be my tourist area. And we could put a bit more out this way should I need it, but the trouble is we got this geothermal power plant here. I don't know what the noise level here is. Let's have a quick look. Then this area is noisy anyway, so right, we got I'm sure some of these buildings are collapsing after I've actually done anything. Anyway, that looks pretty good, guys. Well, a quick look. I think what we probably could do is put a little bit of there. And I don't want these single buildings that will just knock these out, knock you out, knock you out. Just tidy up this area here a little bit. And in fact, maybe what we need to do is just push up the value of the land here a little bit. So we get a wow, that's really big. Maybe I can push up the land value a little bit. That will help as well. Yeah. Some of these are still got a bit of flooding along the front here, which is just what's causing the problems here. Now, before any of you guys put in comments, yes, I am very much aware that there is a auto bulldoze mod. I just personally don't like using it because I like to have a feel for where things are going wrong in the city. And I think one of the problems with the auto bulldoze mod is that it hides where problems are. Right, so that's that done, and a bit of normality is returned. Now, one thing I do want to do is just check. Right, yeah, I have a feeling that you've now finished, so we're gonna delete you. I think we can just reclaim this space for residential. I'm pretty sure I've got yeah, we got a crematorium there. There's another park. I've got a couple of park, not park, cemeteries. So I think we can start emptying these and reclaim that ground. The one that was up in the industrial area here, I've already taken out, and it's, yeah, I've reclaimed the ground there. So, oh, and one other thing, guys, sorry, things are getting here. A little bit of a top tip here is that if you watched the previous video, I was saying that this wasn't growing very well, and then I was looking at this and I realized that I'd made a very basic mistake, and that is that if you want people to be counted as joining this park, what you've actually got to do is make sure that they come through the entrances. In fact, this is not very good. So I think what we're going to do is just move you up there, and then we're going to take that away. And yeah, this is quite a key point, guys. If you don't, what's that there? Small nature reserve main gate. Okay. Because what you need to do is just put in something like that, and then actually you can over here like that and up like that. Well, I presume that has connected. It always makes me nervous. Well, we'll just leave it and see if anyone actually comes in here. And I think what we'll do is just encourage people to come into the park that way round. What you'll see is people coming into the park like that now. Up that. What we could do is go freestyle and go across like that. And what you'll see now is the population will go up. I mean, I could reduce the ticket sales, but hopefully that will get this up and running and working. And beyond that, generally the city's going okay. We're up to 121,000. We got a demand for industrial, which I suppose I could take up with some offices. Got a little bit of space here. Maybe we're just flashing some offices over here. I don't really want to put in too much, but then we got a little bit of a nods area here, so I think maybe just drop some offices in there. Any more space? I mean, offices are always a good shot. When in doubt, put down offices when it comes to absorbing, right? I think if we put some a little bit of 2s and 3s along here like that, that will work. I mean, we'll leave this space open at the moment for the rail lines. A bit of a death wave here, probably because I've got the what we call it, the cemeteries are unloading, so we need to, right, we've now absorbed that demand for industry. Now I can finally get round to what I really wanted to do in this video, Although I don't really, I've gone through half my allotted time. So I think probably the rest of this video, I'm just going to make these changes to the road system here. Because what I want to do is reduce this down to a single exit here. And then probably around here, put in a clover leaf so that we can possibly have a village up here. There's some farmland up here and some forestry. I want to sort this roundabout out a little bit. Anyway, let's just get down to it, guys. I think we can start with trying to place this area here. I want this to be far enough over so that it kind of cuts this corner off a little bit. Yeah, it's probably about as far over as I'm going to get it, isn't it? We've got that area there. Oh, great. Might have messed this up a little bit. There's no way I'm going to get one of these here, is it? And I'd love to get one here. I mean, we've got an area here. I've got to bear in mind that, haven't I? Okay, maybe if I can come off here. This is pointing. I don't want the junction to be too close to there, so I'm thinking maybe in this area here. So we're going to have to do a little bit of terrain flattening, I think. Maybe if I cut this edge back a little bit here, that will work. This is on roughly this plane here. Maybe if I push this back a little bit, maybe cut through here, and we can bring this out a little bit, create a little bit of a bluff along here. Maybe like this, just consume a little bit of that soil. Maybe we'll just have that there. Oops, I've lost the roads. There they are. Yeah. It flash blue. Very briefly flash blue here. Nope. Okay, we're going to need to push out a little bit here. I am a bit concerned about this bluff here. Okay, maybe if we push out this way a little bit like that. Yeah, I think that might work. That will point this roughly in that direction. Now comes the tricky one, which is this junction here. I think that works. We'll have to kind of work round a curve here. Then we can take this out. Now comes the fun bit. I'm gonna take out everything up to about here and everything through here, and we're probably gonna get everything out through there like this. We may even have to move the airport. I don't really want to, but if push comes to shove, I will. Because what I'm thinking is we've got a road there. What I'm thinking is, oh, this is going to be a little bit tight. I think we may have to move the airport, guys. So if I can point this out. I think if we put that there, that's going to be right on this airport here. Right, we have to move the airport over a little bit. We're just going to you up. You slope too steep. Thank you, game. Okay, this just right. What we're going to have to do is cut this back even more. Take this road out. And that's going to be a heck of a bluff for the airport. I mean, we could change the orientation of the airport a little bit. So maybe if we do that and then put maybe a one-way road like that. Ah, it's right on the river. Thank you, game. Right, we may have to just be able to move this airport over a little bit. And it's one of the nice things about City Skylines, which you can't do in real life, which is... I think if we just move it over that bit... I mean, it's going to be a bit of an exciting landing from this point of view, but maybe this is the city of exciting landings. Right, let's just... I think we need to go quite as extravagantly wide as we did before. I'm just going to put that there. Of course, we're going to have to take out this road here like that, and we'll take that out. And I think we can come in a little bit creative here, like that. And I think we'll come like that, and then we go straight, and we come to take the... You might as well take advantage and create that double link there. And we'll click that up like that. And maybe we don't need this road to come out quite so far like that, because this is the return leg. We've now got that section there. And what I will probably have to do eventually, as I'm resisting the temptation of use it, is you can bring in, there is the Move It mod, which you can use to adjust road systems and buildings. I must admit, I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. I think when I'm just laying out a city like this, I think one of the problems with the Move It mod is you can get a little bit obsessed with the detail rather than actually concentrating on the infrastructure. So to me, the Move It mod is something that I will want to use once I've actually got the main structure of the city laid out. And I think we can take that off there, like that. And then okay, maybe we get that round like that. That can come in like that, and hopefully this will. One of the annoying things sometimes is you get a nice one goes nice, and then you get another bridge that's probably a bit worse, like that one. And that now connects up to there like that. And of course, what we're going to have to do now is take out all this, because it's no longer required. Of course, by doing this, we've actually got a bit more space to expand the city this way. Take this out like that. Tidy up the rest later on. I live with that. Yeah, I think I can. And this time we're going to put sound barriers in. And what we're aiming for is about there. What we could do with just coming out dead straight here. Yeah. A dead straight connection, or a reasonably straight connection here. If I come this way, will that... Yeah, I think that, and then we can reverse that. Like that. That now connects this. We've got this connection here, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to keep that a three-way there with the roundabout, just so that it fits, because we're going to bring the highway in here, and I don't really want to pull traffic down and create a rat run through here. So next thing we're going to do is take all this away. Or maybe we can take it right back to about there. Don't want to take it back too far, otherwise I will have to use the 81 tile mod to get everything connected back up again. This should just go dead straight as well. That's nice and simple. Now this could be fun. We need to get up. Maybe if we go creative again, or maybe we're just like that, and then we can just curve. That's doglegging a little bit, and like that. Take that back. Yeah, I think that will work. See if we can get the reciprocal road. Right, I can get it to about there. And we can get to about, we get that one go. Yeah, we can get that one go. So we're now going to unpause and let the traffic flow again. Oops. No water, no power. I was just about to say that whenever you do a major change like I've just done, always keep an eye on things to start with, just to make sure everything is working properly. And that connects that in there. Now the downside of putting a loop in like this is that it will send some industrial traffic out on this road. So this road will become a little bit more busy, because if you think about it, if there's industry here that wants to export, this route now is a shorter than coming up here, back down round here and into the airport. But having said that, if they want to export this way, this still remains attractive. And this is something you need to think about when you're laying out airports, cargo ports and all that. The way the game calculates the best route is based on road speed and distance. So this is a highway, and I presume the aircraft and that have a different speed, and this is actually working quite well. I'm really happy with that. Now I'm aware that I don't really have much time left on this video, so I don't really want to start building here, but I think what I can do just to finish up is, what we got? Okay, we got that water pump over there. And what I'm thinking, because what I want to do is bring the goods from the forestry and the farming from over here. I want to feed it through into this area, so maybe the industrial area will be here. So, and do I really want to put a road through? Maybe maybe I could build this whole city isolated from this city, but so there's no road through traffic. We've got a natural ridge line here. That's a thought, guys. Let me see. I would say that this is the furthest away. Let me just kind of put my thoughts in markers on the map. So what I'm probably thinking is, I have this would be predominantly, actually let's have some fun. Yeah, let's make this predominantly residential, and then we can have this as commercial. Maybe push this out a little bit further from a residential perspective. Then maybe, oops, no, let's just put maybe, then we'll have a band of residential here, and then all the industry will be in this direction. And what we could do is have a ferry port and there, here, Yeah, I think that will work. And then what we could do is bring in a passenger line, say down into about here. And then, I mean, the other thing I'm half thinking about is bringing a monorail right across the top of the city down into here, so that there will be a flow of people from it. And I could probably make a start on that. Okay, let's just think. At the moment, all we've got connecting this is a cargo train there and the metro which runs through here, which is a bit long. So what we could do is, let me just think. We could put a monorail there. Let me just plan this out, guys. This is a total. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not an expert on monorails because I've never really kind of got into monorails. I've always found them too noisy for residential areas. I mean, I'll just check this. This is a commercial, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, we could, if I put a road through, say we strike a, let's just, okay, that's, say I bring a road up, say, actually let's do something. Can I strike a, yeah, I think if I bring a road up through here like that, I mean, one of the reasons why you actually build these games is that, or these cities, is just to have a bit of fun. So if we come up like that, we can hook through like that, and like that, and like that. Then what we can do is bring a, I don't really want the monorail in my industrial area, and then what we can do is put the monorail through like that, and hook the U like that. So we've now got the monorail coming into here. Of course, we need to put, looks like we've got a water availability issue. Okay, well, I'm going to be putting foul water over there. I think for the moment what we're going to do is put in another pumping station in here, but eventually once I've got that other city worked out, I will, how can you say, brain shut down. Yeah, once I've got this side opened up, I can then actually I've got a pump here, start putting some foul water over here. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to go to 81 tiles, guys. This edge map is going to really irritate me. And I think if we come through here like this, we're going to have to put a water supply in anyway. Sorry, this is deflecting me from the work with the monorail. And I think what we can do is just do this. Now I could run massive line of power lines over here, but what we're going to do is we'll put in 3 of these over here. That will get this working. That should then give me a bit more water. And of course the power availability is absolutely meaningless because I've now got 60 megawatts over here. Oh, it says power output 18, but I'll just check the budget. Okay, not sure why I'm running below par with the power. That was a bit stupid. Anyway, back to what I was doing, guys. Just as a quick finish off this video, we've now got a metro station here. What I'm thinking is if I can get a metro station in here. Station. If we can just get, oops. Let's move the fire station back again. And the snapping's on. Okay. Well, I don't know why I just did that, because the next thing we're going to do is put you through there like that. I doubt if this road's going to connect. Actually, I don't really want to connect this road. What we're going to do is put a footpath in. Helicopters are really energetic, aren't they? Because what that means that people can come out of here, walk around here, to get to the metro. But I think what we're going to do is just redo that. Better. And I think that worked. Oh, the other thing I've never put in is I've put a taxi rank in. Okay. And what we're going to do then is, I think we're going to go creative. And what we're going to do is just run the, I'm going to keep away from that. Oh, that's no good. That's horrible. Okay, we're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of farmland here. I'm just going to hook you up there for the moment. Now, this isn't going to be a particularly very efficient metro line to start with, but we will expand it over time. So that will now feed into this part of the city, but this is a duplication from the metro line. But eventually what I want to do is bring this out round, probably maybe put a little bit of a branch up here, maybe extend this road out a little bit here, and maybe we'll put a metro system up here, and then that will allow people from here to flow down into here, and then more importantly it will then come down across into here. Although I suppose I could, yeah, I think the path is correct, isn't it? Let me just come up over. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go to 81 tiles, guys. Yeah, I think if we come up maybe to about here, and that might actually feed this park area as well. Yeah, I think we can make that work. And what other thing I want to do here, we're just going to bring a road out. Actually, just put this on. And I'm going to put here. And we're going to need a couple of these actually, because there is a unique building that's taxi stand. What we can do is get a taxi stand in there. Get a small one on this corner. As I say, there is a unique building that requires a taxi stand. So maybe we can get a few of these in. When again, I'm going to be completely honest, guys. I'm not the world's greatest fan of taxis, because again, if you actually look at the stand, it produces noise pollution. You put them in the city, and for long you've got problems with it. And I think while I'm working at it, let's just find a. Let's put another. Where can we put one? Where's the commercial area? We've got a little bit of a commercial area. Got a commercial area here, and there's offices here as well. So what we're going to do is just maybe get that in there like that. And I suppose if you put one near a metro station, it could be useful, because I mean, people would come out of a metro station and jump in a taxi, wouldn't they? Plus it means that by putting them near metro stations, I know that I'm relatively safe from the noise problem. Let's see, can we get that? Okay. So we got one there, and maybe we'll just put one there, and maybe we'll just put one just around the corner here. And it's going to distort the city a little. Wow, that's a bit close to. We're just going to take that out. Oh, I've got a damaged road here. That must have been. Oh, wow, that must have been here for a very long time. And that must have been the result of one of my earthquakes. Any other damage around here? Anyway, I've just literally put those taxis in so that I can get the what we call it. Yeah, I mean, I've quite literally just put those taxis in so that I can get the unique building. I can't remember where it is. We're actually losing a bit of cash, but that could be due down to the fact that I've disturbed everything. Things should settle down. I mean, we're up to 130,000 now. The city's growing. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, we're back in profit. Sometimes now, once the city gets to a certain size, the city will go through cycles where you will be losing money unless you can really get the economy very strong. But there's nothing to worry about, guys. I mean, there's the things. Just have a quick look at the Academy of Arts. Yeah. See, we would have to put an attractiveness of 700 here, and I don't think I could actually get that into this university here. So what we're going to have to do is build another university eventually. I mean, how is the university? Yeah. Now, what I am going to do is put down one of these. Where can I put it? Because we've still got the requirement to build so many universities to get a unique building. We could put one there. Was there? Actually, we could put one over here. Let's see if we can. Maybe we can. Actually, there's a spot here. There's a spot here. I like this spot. So what we're going to do is just come out like that, and then we're going to put the university here. How close is that to the? Yeah, that's right opposite the metro system. That's going to work really well. And just to show you, I can find it. Weekly education budget here. Well, we're getting there. 30,000 of residential zones, so we won't be long before that's opened. 30,000 industrial zone. We've got a lot more work to do in that area. 15,000 children in elementary schools. 2,000 abandoned buildings. I suppose I should really think about doing that. 600 service buildings. 2 instances of harbour. That's going to be no problem. We go up here. 7 instances of multi-platform train stations. That could be a little bit of a challenge. 10,000 industrial zones. Right, this one's virtually done. We got here tax rate at all tax rates at 4%. Well, we can always do that one. Experience a tornado. We just got a tornado now to go to complete that disaster memorial. 5,000 of farming specialization. And what we got here? Construct a sightseeing bus depot. We can work on that. Maintain. What's this? Maintain for 10 weeks. What have I got to maintain for 10 weeks? This one must be in the process of upgrading for colossal order offices. Construct a water treatment plant. Oh, that's because I'm using ecological stuff. We'll have to do that. Construct a medical helicopter pad. Okay. I will. There we are. So we need 7 instances of a university to build the library. And I think what we're going to do is, what do we need here? Tax office to get the helicopter park. Right. Where could we put in a medical helicopter pad? What's over here? This is the university campus. Well, I suppose we could drop one in here. Let's just drop in. Not so. Wow, that's big. And that's not going to play. Okay, have to move this back over here. And just put you there. So we've now got this in position, so that should now open up the helicopter power port, and we've got construct a water treatment plant. So what we can do is, just to finish this video off, sorry guys I keep going on, and this is what we got to build. We've got to build a bit of one of these junky water treatment plants like that. And then what we will have here, we've now unlocked this, and of course the first thing I'm going to do is knock this down again, because once you've got the unlock, that's it for good. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.